Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back. Pretty excited. Today I'm finally going to be teaching you the Anaconda dribble. Now I hit up Boneho, who is the originator of this dribble, what, 10 years ago? He first really, I don't even know, a long time ago, there was a video, Boneho put this out. Obviously Darren, who's part of the Verts, he's been known to do it like crazy extension, like 6-foot Anaconda, and I've seen this live, it's pretty crazy. My Anaconda's not too shabby. It's been one of my go-to things that I'm actually good at in cardistry. So I'm really excited to teach you guys about this. Before we begin, I just want to say that contest, the giveaway that's happening on this channel will be happening this week, so stay tuned for that. Hit the notification bell and subscribe if you want to be notified. And like this video while you're at it. Now let's get into learning the Anaconda dribble. All right guys, so first of all, the first thing you want to concentrate on is the grip of the dribble. Now most dribbles, a lot of people, they dribble from the corners here. They even dribble from here with the sort of knuckle bent in like this. For the Anaconda, the most important thing, and the thing that you're going to work on the most, is this index pushing down, and as the Anaconda dribbles, watch the index. See how it moves closer to my thumb? Now that's something you're really going to want to practice, and that's something that's going to come with time. But what happens is all of the cards are dropping from the thumb, so take a look at the grip here. Okay. And index starts here, you got your middle finger on top, you got your thumb down the corner here, and then the end position is kind of like this, all right? This is what it looks like in a small scale. Now, even on a small scale, it will do the same thing as if you do it on a big scale. So small scale, what you want to end up doing is applying lots and lots of pressure. That's the first thing, because the more pressure you apply, the more the cards will straighten out. So just watch. If I don't apply any pressure, notice how it's a dribble, a little bit more pressure, and then a lot of pressure, watch how the cards jump out. And now obviously too much pressure, what's gonna happen is that bend, when you see the Anaconda, you see this line, right? You see this like bow, that's what gives it like the snake look, when you can push it just to the edge, just where it's about to break, but it doesn't. And so you see this belly, like the belly of the snake. And just before, see if you don't do it enough, it's kind of like that, but if you do it too much, it kind of bursts out, and you don't want that. So you want to keep it right in line between those two things. Your catching hand is going to be a lot like the spring. You're going to catch, you're going to keep your pinky down here, and all the cards are going to fall in that sort of claw position, okay? So you're here, like this, and your hand comes down to catch the rest in case they want to fly away. Now the thing with the Anaconda is you don't just lift your hand at the same time it's lifting, this hand is dropping, and then you're coming back together. So let's get a little bit wider shot here. Now if you watch my hands, watch them as they move apart and then closer together. A lot of people, when they do the Anaconda, the cards will start to fall sideways. Right, and all that is a mistake. It's a mistake. It's not something that's supposed to happen with the Anaconda. The Anaconda is supposed to be, the cards are supposed to be completely lined up vertically and form flat on the side. So from the side you can barely see it because it's like a line, and that's what it's supposed to look like. But a lot of people, that'll happen. It'll start to, and all that is an adjustment here. So a lot of people will start here. What you want to do is you want to make sure your thumb is right at the edge. And you want to also make sure that the pressure that you apply is equal throughout. That you're not applying a different amount of pressure and then it does that. You want your pressure to be equal throughout so you get a nice clean dribble, and the cards don't rotate while they're in the midair. That's very important. After a while, you can just start doing this Anaconda in your hands, even this big. If you can get it to look like this, then that is the first step. Then you will be well on your way to making it a lot bigger. But my Anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. Just picking up my cards, give me a second. This is something you guys are gonna do as well, is pick up cards. Lots of cards will be dropped. Goosh. So the muscle memory in your hand. I will give you an example of what yours will look like, and I always like doing this. I'm gonna use my left hand, which I've never done an Anaconda with in my life, and I will see where you guys are at, okay? I'll try to mimic. Okay, so that's what yours is gonna look like right there. Again. Okay, that's what you're doing right now. Okay, so don't feel so bad. You're as good as my left hand. Yep. Okay, one more. See, Don't feel so bad if that's what your anaconda looks like. All you wanna do, that's all you wanna do right now, is just practice that. Make sure the cards are nice and squared up, by the way, before you start this. Here you go. If somebody's tuning in right now to the middle of this tutorial and watching me do this, by the way, you're probably thinking like, this guy's terrible. But then with the proper hand, see the difference there? Holy. So don't feel so bad. Work on the muscle memory. Take the cards, you know, watch some TV with them or something, and just, here you go. Slowly start to dribble it off. Look, even now, my muscle memory is starting to kick in and starting to look like something that I can practice. But eventually, it'll just come second nature, as with the spring, as with the lapel spread, or any other cardistry moves or sleights. It just becomes a matter of developing that muscle. And I've actually forgot how to dribble. Like, I used to dribble like this from the corners, and it used to be so nice. But now I've done the anaconda so much that I just forgot, and I'd much rather do this anyways. Again, I'm gonna let you guys get a quick peek at my hand as it does the anaconda, all right? Notice the hand movements there. Just focus on this hand. Middle of the deck, all the way up to the top. One card by one card, and that's a very, very important tip, is that you're not dropping packets, you're dropping one card by one card. So you need enough pressure, that's too much, but you need enough pressure to be able to drop every single card, all right? And then these fingers here, they actually start opening up because you don't want them to catch. See, if I keep them curled in, they're gonna catch here. Watch, as they're curled in, watch. See what I mean? It creates this clump. So watch these fingers, these ones here. Watch what happens. They kind of lift out of the way so that they don't catch the top of those cards. One last tip on how to make the anaconda giant, because I know a lot of you, that's the end goal, is to be able to raise these cards over your head. The last tip I could give, other than dropping down your hand at the same time that this one lifts, is keep this hand straight. So you're going straight up. So if I was here, I'm going straight up and then back down. I'm falling, this hand here is falling down with the last card, right? You don't want to keep this hand open because that's gonna happen, obviously. You want it to fall down with the last card, and you'll be able to do it probably a foot, 2 feet, and eventually 3 feet. And if the card gods permit and your cards feel just right, you might be able to pull it off like a good 4 feet before you bring it in. But do expect these cards to go flying every now and then. That's just something that's gonna happen, so keep practicing. And that is basically it for the anaconda. There are no other secrets to it. It's all about the grip, and it's all about the pressure. Grip and pressure are very, very important here. If you get the grip right and you start to get the dribble, it's just a matter of doing it over and over and over again, thousands of times, and eventually you'll start to feel that bow come in, and it'll start to feel like actual butter in your hands. Like, it won't feel clumpy. So it's just a matter of doing it over and over and over again. The grip is the most important thing, and the pressure here with your index against the back of the deck as your thumb lifts up, and it all comes down from the thumb. Just like that. So that is the anaconda. Those are my tips on the anaconda. Thank you to Bone Ho for allowing me to teach this, and thank you to you guys for sticking around. If this is something that you are getting proficient at, tweet at me, Chris Ramsay 52. I'd love to see it, and I'll retweet it if, you know what, I'll just retweet it anyways, even if it's garbage. But hey, keep practicing, stay fit, and have fun. All right, guys, so that was the anaconda dribble. Hope you guys enjoyed. Now, as I mentioned, do take your time with this. This is not something you're gonna be able to get overnight. This is more difficult than the spring. So if you've been practicing the spring and had troubles with it, this will give you twice as much trouble. I've worked on this obviously for years, but I mean, to get it down to a point where I was comfortable doing it, probably months and months of practice. So do get over a couch if you're practicing, or over your bed or something like that, and don't get discouraged. You will have to develop, just like the spring, those muscles, that muscle memory in your hands, to be able to release just enough pressure for it to fall flat in the air, and obviously catching it's going to be a whole other thing. And as I mentioned again, if you're looking for playing cards that are easier, or that allow the anaconda to happen smoother, I always suggest like a newer deck, and I know that some of you don't have a newer deck, but if you're going to practice this, you do need a newer deck because the older ones will clump up and they'll fall midway through the Anaconda. So guys, hope you enjoyed that. Leave a like, drop a comment below, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.
Enchanté.